and welcome to the Unapologetically You podcast. I am Iris Shepherd, your host. I want you to go ahead and hit the subscribe, like, and share button and leave a comment along the way. I am here to have a very interesting conversation. But for starters, I do want to say cheers to the New Year's. Welcome, beautiful. It is officially 2026. New Year's, big things.
Oh, yeah.
But I wanted to invite you here today to have a good girls talk with you. Just because, I'm going to be honest, you have been very transparent. Mm-hmm. You've been open about your adversities. Mm-hmm. And just to get into the life of this rich woman that I see here now. So, welcome. Who are you?
I am Nanja, new name Jackson.
And where are you from?
I am from New York.
I really heard
Solis,
that.
New York, to be exact.
I heard that. I can kind of see it. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to tell you why. New Yorkers are very, very feisty women.
We get that all the time, but we're not. Well, maybe because I'm from there, but...
You're very feisty.
I'm not.
Well, again, I communicate with a lot of women from all over the United States, mm-hmm. and New Yorkers are very...
Yeah.
First, I think woman to ever make me cry was a New Yorker.
We don't take no S. Yeah. So I guess you could say we are feisty.
Other than that, a little bit about you. I'm going to give you my opinion. Mm-hmm. I think that you've always been a very bold woman in your style, in your fashion, in your hair, in your nails. I actually put a little video together. I'm going to share it with everybody. Okay. The many looks of Nanja.
Oh, my goodness.
Like, where does the inspiration come from with the spice, the looks?
Well, I always was a dress. I love to get dressed. And I guess, I don't know, it just come with all kind of different things. Dress, I love to do my makeup. I love to have my hair done, my nails. I've been getting my nails done since I was a little girl. So it's just like, that's not something anyone can take from me. I'm going to continue to be that girl.
Okay. Yeah. Because sometimes I see you in your... Lately, I've been loving. I'm all in your inbox. Yeah. The rich girl look like today. Yeah. You killing the rich girl. But I've seen you do like the short. Like you go cut it all off. When Cassidy was buzzing the sides, you weren't scared to buzz your side. Like I've always been scared to wear a cut. But I might give it a try.
Well, you got the round face. It's about the face because some people can't.
Okay.
Some people can't. So let's try.
However, I'm going to be honest with you. You are like a Polk County native. Mm-hmm. You have just been that girl, especially in social media. Mm-hmm. Initially, I told you this when I called you and was like, "Hey, can I invite you over to the podcast?" I think I got a for what out of you, and I'm like, no, I admire. When I initially seen you come on one day, it was the hurting people's feelings, I call it. Like, girl, get over that. Girl, shut up. Like, I'm like, Nasha need to stop. Mm-hmm. You know, like, I just feel like you didn't feel people's pain or whatever. And then when you came into your situation, I told you, I was like, I didn't feel bad for you, Nasha, because I feel like you doubt everybody else. Mm-hmm. And then one day, I watched one of your lives, and you were very transparent about what you were going with. And I'm like, ooh, I want to talk to her. And I'm like, no, Lord, mind your business. Mm-hmm. And then I came back around full circle. Somebody came to me and was like, she would be a great person to have a, talk with about her life and what she's going through and what she's doing and how she's handling things. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to call her. Because that was, the second part to what I had already been thinking. So I welcome you here today. And I just wanted to have this conversation with you, not about your personal situation itself, but speaking to the many women in the world that face these same adversities. Like, I know for me, when I was a little girl, I'm like, I'm going to be this good girl. I'm going to build a house, get married, have kids. And then when you start to see, like, hey, things are changing. Mm-hmm. What am I supposed to do? like, I've had a time of crashing out, doing some things that I wasn't ashamed of, but people would come back to me like, girl, what is you doing? But I see myself in your situation when you went live that day, and I was like, oh my God. So I feel like our conversation today, I just want to talk to those that are laying in the bed crying, the ones that are gaining the weight because they just can't get over the hump. And let's talk about it.
Okay.
So, for starters, can I ask you, how long were you with your person?
I was with my person for 12 years, married 3.
3 years. And so from the old Nanja that I would say would tell you like it is, didn't care if you like it, sign her name to it, like, when did that person become a person that said, hey, it's time for me to be a wife. It's time for me to be a homebody, or like, was one before the other?
I feel like I am still that person. I just step back a little bit. Like, I still speak my mind. You still gonna know how I feel. I'm very blunt, and it just eased up a little bit once I got married. Once I got in a relationship, I think it kind of softened a little bit.
And you said you were married for only 3 years. So I'm stepping back into that. Being married for 3 years and being with your person for 12 years. So is that 15 years or 12 total? So we're at what, 9? About 9 years. Was that the vision when you started dating this person, or was it just something fun to do?
Well, it moved very fast. We started dating, and it just, from there, I moved in, me and my daughter. So he like raised her as his.
I agree with
even
that.
though, let me just clarify that her father is very active in her life.
I agree with that too. I know you from around the way, and I know that's very true. So the reason why I ask that is because usually when you are living life and the ups and the downs and all the 1s and 2s and 3s, like, when did it turn into, let's take this to the level of being married and in love? Because that's forever for me.
I can't really put a date on it, but I've always been a girl that wanted to be married. And now that we talking about it, I kind of think that I might have, I can't say pressured him into getting married, because I was like, by this date, I want to be married. If not, it ain't going to be us.
I mean,
But you can't really pressure somebody into doing something. People have their own mind. So I ain't going to say that, but I can't really put a date on it. But
So why did you feel like after 9 years, and I'm not talking about your, so I'm gonna say me for an example. My life goal was, hey, I'm going to get married in my 40s. So honestly, like you, I've been with my person for a very long time. I didn't start saying we finna be together all this time, but once you start looking at self, hey, what we finna do?
It's like, what's going on?
So that's not pressure. To me, that's not pressure. But on the flip side of that, I kind of would understand if you're saying like...
Well, I said pressure because I was like, I hadn't put a date on it, like, we finna get married or it ain't gonna be us. I was saying that, but I ain't really mean it. But he went with the flow. Yeah, so...
It was cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's my question. When you say, let's do this and let's get married, and then you guys had a baby. You already have one baby, because I do know that her father is very, present in her life. But again, as my daughter has a stepdad that has always been there. So 2 dads, bonus dad. Then you guys had your own daughter.
Right.
You got a lot of similarities, Naj.
Yeah.
Those things are building. How, when, and where, like, do we get to the point of your back, Miss Jackson?
Well, I think I want to say, like, we wasn't on the same page. I felt me growing and him stuck with the way he was living. He's comfortable with that. And it got to the point where I'm like, this is not what I want to do.
I agree with that. I use this analogy all the time. I don't want to vibrate on a 7 or 8. I can, this looks good to everybody, but I'm a 10 girl.
Yeah.
I want to live better. Let's set goals. Let's do more
Exactly.
together. And again, I'm going back and forth between the things that I've seen in you from the outside. Y'all hung out together. Y'all had a good time together. Like, that was your friend, homie, lover, friend. So now that we're on, let's make this thing official. Let's crown this. Now I'm your wife. That go to hills. I see them. What changed? And I'm not talking just about you. I'm asking, like, were they subtle changes? Were they gradual changes? Like, to all the women in the world that have these situations or marriages, or like, what shifts? What changes?
I think men forget to date their spouse. So what changed was it started becoming like, I guess they call it the boring stage. 3 years in,
Structure.
Yeah. So now it's like I'm speaking up and I'm like, well, date night, what happened? Like, what?
I got an idea.
Yeah, and I'm getting frustrated because what's going on? So it's like it's more time spending with the friends and no less time spending with me. Like you said, you always seen us together. Why am I out by myself?
You know what it is, though? I think whenever relationships build and build and build and build, and let's just even say, I see him being a great father to your girls, or just your one daughter for many years. A woman will then say, he'll be a great daddy to mine. So, and I'm not going to clear the men from picking up these little situations when they're out. But for me as a woman, and this may not seem like a true thing, Nanja, but I'm probably going to be like, no, I see you with Nanja all the time. No, keep it pushing. So do you think that he had a lot of, and I'm not talking about your person in particular, but do you think that men, when they start to build, the extra attention creates...
Oh, yeah. They get comfortable. And what men also don't realize is a lot of the attention they are receiving is because they are jealous of their woman.
Why do you say jealous?
Because you're flaunting and you're showing all the things that you and him have put together, build. So now they want a piece of it. They always have in their head, they think that they're going to get exactly what the woman at home is getting.
Oh, you're talking about like...
Yeah.
So, no, because I'm here to have this conversation, and I've always been the person that felt like I got talked about for living out loud. Like, I done did some crash outs that I'm not proud of, but I've lived in those moments. And then when my friends come to me and like, Iris, you got to stop doing that. I'm like, I was disrespected.
Right. Exactly.
Nobody didn't want to hear my story.
Never do.
I felt disrespected. But I came to learn, like, some people were intentionally doing that. And so whenever you came into, hey, this is my new reality, my person, did he disappoint you face forward, or like did the breakup start a little bit at a time?
He disappointed me face forward. I'm talking about it was like a rush. All at once, like, can't stomach it. Like one thing after another, like boop, boop, boop. So it had me feeling like, was this you the whole time?
Were you a not looker through the phoner?
At the beginning, no.
At
the beginning, no. But the way I found the phone, it was nobody but God.
I agree.
When it did present itself.
I've had a person say, I got woke up out of my sleep, and it said, go touch that phone.
Baby, I'm talking about the phone was left in the baby bag.
Nobody else but
God said, here, I'm going to show you again. Because I'm steady showing you the red flags is there. But of course, nobody wants to start over. Nobody don't want to break their family up.
It's a lot of bricks built into it. And so when people start saying, you're crazy for this or you're crazy for that, at first I used to believe, no, it ain't about these kids. Because I have a 19-year-old and then I have a 5-year-old. And so I did live through those experiences where my daughter was affected by me being this strong black woman. you don't want to take the kids through that. But there's also a part of being a weak woman that you will show your girls too if you don't. So when everything happened, I think there was a whole big old Facebook thing going on. Like, how did you feel about that after it's all said and done? Like, did you get phone calls?
Well, I can't say I felt like that was dumb.
Why do you feel
I
like it
feel
was
like
dumb?
that was dumb because who cares? It's just something for some other people to laugh at. I don't care how other people feel, but I'm just like, it didn't solve anything. It didn't solve anything, and he still was doing what he wanted to do. While you over here at home, you did all that, and he ain't with you. And I'm saying, not them, me, as the wife.
Hear me out, right? So I don't have this conversation on a personal note. Again, I talk to so many wives in my line of work that they're in shambles. And so these stories come to me like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a me thing. It's
Yeah.
not a you thing. But who chooses to win? Is it the woman that loses herself because this man ain't doing right? Or is it, like, is this, it's just, how do you handle this? Because I know there's going to be a lot of women, too, watching this that know I'm dealing with the same thing.
I can't listen. Seek God.
So
Find Him first, but heal. When I tell you I've been healing, I don't need to go run and jump into nothing else.
how did it start? Like, how did your healing start? Because that's really what I
Crying
want to
out to
talk to you
God.
about. What were your cries? I'm serious. I'm
Take the
going to
pain
relive
away.
mine. I agree.
Take the pain away, honey. When I tell you, it's been a couple months since we've been separated. It started the summertime. About 2, 3 of the months I sat in the house.
Really?
Boo-hoo. Losing weight. Like, I lost myself.
It was a disappointment, though. I don't think it
Yes.
was.
Yes, it was a disappointment. It's okay to be sad, mourn the situation or whatever, the relationship, but you don't stay in it. You cannot stay in it.
I agree. And I'm only saying that I agree to this because I've lived it myself. I don't know how much people seen or knew, but I was embarrassed. Like, these people was moving around publicly.
Yes.
But I always said I'm gonna take all that I can take. So when I decide that I don't want to be a part of it anymore, I'm not a part of it anymore. Now I'm gonna tell you what I did. I Googled how to break up. Because I was tired of crashing out, Nanja.
Yeah.
I was tired of crashing out. So I did not want to do anything off of emotions anymore. I wanted it to be done properly, right? And so I went, it said, look good. It said, control your emotions.
Oh, yeah.
It said, regardless of what the man did, stand my ground and walk away with my pride and dignity, my head held high. So I was like, okay. So I dressed up. I went and then gathered like all the things that we like put together, Valentine's, like all the dress I had on, pictures, and I could see the change over the years. Like, the cards had got so shallow to it pretty much was basically like they didn't even say I love you anymore. So I'm wondering, like, you say you were bombarded, but when I start looking over my stuff, I'm like, this really wasn't blindsiding me. Like, I was ignoring the signs.
When I said bombarded, I meant as like it happened so fast. But like you said, it was gradually coming up. Like, one thing after another. Like, I'm crashing out. I'm crashing out, like, some stuff I can't even come from. I'm tired. Like, at this point, like, it's nothing else you could do.
I agree. And so going forward, whenever you woke up, the day you woke up and said, okay, God, I can't do this by myself. Like, what did you do?
The day I woke up and I felt like I couldn't do it by myself, I looked for a job. I looked for a job because, as everybody knows, because I've always bragged about it, I bragged on my husband. He took care of all the bills. So when I was through, I had to figure out how I'm going to survive with my children. Got a job. And let me tell you, it's like the Lord was waiting on me to say I was done. Because he gave me a job. Just like that.
I believe that.
Yes, a job
I
that
believe that.
I was able to provide for my kids and pay all my bills.
So whenever you started to work, like, what did that do for you mentally? Because I can't work when I'm going through it, Nanja. I have to lay
I
down.
had to put my big girl panties on. It was times at work I was sad. I'm talking about I can't believe this in my life. I still say right now I can't believe this in my life. I cannot believe it. But what could you do?
You make it look good though. So let me go into a little bit of me watching your story, because I see you do make posts and you do talk about it. And then I like to have conversation in reference to people who think that you're supposed to like it's personal. I've been there and I've had many conversations with females and like, baby, it ain't personal. Like, don't put your name on this situation like it's about you. It's not about
Right.
you. Like,
Exactly. It's definitely not about you.
and so it is what it is.
Yeah.
But to pick up your pieces, like I don't see you cursing. I don't see you arguing. Like the old Nanja was about that life.
Oh yeah. I'm still about
Where did
that
she go?
life.
I don't agree,
I'm still
Naja.
about that life, but I'm just ready to be soft.
That's true.
It feel like I'm not going to discredit my husband. I'm not here to bash him or anything. But it's like I was in a relationship, but I didn't feel safe. I'm going to be honest. I didn't feel safe. And I was not soft because it's always something.
I'm guarded.
Yeah, we had our good days. Yes, we did. And then it was like the bad days. But now I just want to change. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be that mean girl.
That's what Cardi said.
I don't want to be that mean girl. I want to be soft for real.
So when we talk about, and I'm addressing this right, when we talk about that's a very hard task.
Yes.
Paying the bills, taking care of the kids, and still looking good. Like you told me a little bit earlier, like peace. I couldn't even, no matter how much money I was saving by not having to pay the bills and this and this and that. Now I get up and go to work. I come home and I lay in peace.
Yeah.
Like that itself speaks mountains, because I have some personal goals, right? And when I talked to you earlier, I'm like, dang, she talking to me a little bit. No, seriously, because when you say like that leap, Naja, is a big step. Like how do you take the step to say, I'm going to choose me?
I just started working on me. I started working on me because I felt like in my relationship I did lose myself. Even though what people are seeing on the outside, you said I'm looking good, but it was the inside.
Like what? What did you
The
lose?
inside, like I was not taking care of me.
Because you stopped doing hair.
I stopped doing hair. I was putting everyone before. I was being the mother. I was being the wife, and it was no Nanja. I found myself like the other day, like, what do you like? And I know what I like, but it's like I couldn't put it into words. Like, what? You like to get dressed, you like to do hair, so start going. I already was going out by myself. So, like, taking myself on lunch dates, doing the things I love to do now. It's about me.
You
now.
lost that. I
did.
want to go down that avenue.
I did.
Hear me clear. Again, I had a friend, I was talking to her one day. I say, what do you like to do? She started naming off things that were not. I said, no, you.
Yeah, what
do
do
you like to do? And so being that you got back into you, being that you like doing the things that you do for yourself, like, why did you stop doing hair?
I stopped doing hair because at my previous home, I had a space. So I wasn't the girl that wanted to be in the shop. I had a space at home where it was, I had set up, everything, the chair and all of that. So when I moved, it's no space like I had. Like I had a back room and a den. So I was able to put all my stuff in there. When I moved, I have the space, but not a space I would feel comfortable. Like I don't want to do hair in my living room. I don't want to do it in my dining room, in my extra room. Like,
I mean, that's a perfect space, but
yeah. But the extra room, I put the baby in there now.
okay.
So, but I don't have an extra bedroom.
Because I did my research, Nanja. 2021 to 2023, you were doing a lot of hair
I was.
and makeup. For certain, I know you did like the commissioner's makeup. So
Oh,
you
yeah.
were really striving to do some great things. So getting back into you, like would you be getting back into hair?
Oh, yes. Yes. This year, I don't want to even say next year. I've already started back doing hair. It's just the fact that I took the step to stop doing, so now I have to build up my clientele again.
Start back up.
But it's coming.
There's a whole nother world out here, though. I will say I'm coming to a lot of people that have moved from Miami. So they've moved from Orlando. One girl, I was in line getting some food the other day, and she's like, I moved from Orlando. I'm like, why are you here? Our houses are a lot cheaper. So people are moving here on the strength of it being a very good market. So they make money from wherever they are. So they're out there. We just have to go and find them in them spaces.
Yeah. And I need to rebrand. And that's just the honest truth. Yeah.
Okay. So I hope that my conversation with you is serving a purpose for you to let you know that I think you doing a very good job, looking good. Are you reading your Bible to stay strong? Are you starting new hobbies? Like, what are you doing to build you?
Well, I am reading the Bible a lot more than I was because God is a jealous God. And I can honestly say I had stepped
Put it
back.
to the side.
Yes. So I'm reading the Bible more. I'm even journaling. I find myself like every day. And I'm talking to God like my homie. Like, God, handle this before I even put your hands on this before I even think about it. So journaling, yes, and I'm working out. It is some new hobbies I have in mind, some new things that I will be doing. I'm not going to speak on it, but I got some things, some tricks up my sleeve.
I do appreciate your transparency because I think people see me acting out, but I don't think anybody ever heard me talk about the disappointments, the letdowns, but then they change to like strengths and proud of myself. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I got the last laugh at the end of the day. And I think that's me with anything that I do because I'm loyal and true. But for you, how do you feel it affects your parenting and like what are you doing now with the kids, being that you're in this transition?
Well, I always was a great mother. Never played by my kids. Never played. So now with the new baby, I'm still doing the same. Like, I spend a lot of time with my kids. I love being family oriented. Nobody can take that from me. I don't feel like it's no change. But I mean, with me working, when I was sad, I feel like I was letting my kids down. And my oldest, she know what's going on. I don't want to give her that, put that in her head like you got to stay and put up with anything. So once she seen me sad and down, I was sad for them little couple months, and I said, oh no.
I
Oh
respect
no.
that 10,
Yeah, I got to
10
show her something different. No, you don't got to stay nowhere where you don't feel appreciated at.
And I don't know, like, I got to have that conversation with Paris one day because Paris, of course, was my first child. She used to be with me. And so I don't want that to stay with her.
Right.
And so we do got to move different for our girls.
Yes.
And I do want to have that conversation one day. Like, was I embarrassing you? Like,
Yes. Right.
but we joke about it, but she never like said, yeah, Mom, because that one time
Right.
I was scared. Like,
We really think the kids don't be knowing what's going on, but they truly do. And they understand. And a conversation, I gave my baby a conversation, like this was going on. And the way she was talking to me, like she already had a clue.
Really?
And right now she is heartbroken. But I'm so grateful that like I said, her father is in her life. So she like, Mom, it's going to be all right.
Yo, that is a...
They've been through everything with me.
I be
my
wanting
oldest.
people to understand. Like, it's not just your story. I'm telling you, my
Right.
friend, her daughter, she was like, Mom, my heart, like, her she told me, she said, my daughter got up and said, not today. And so she was like,
What?
when I seen her get up and say not today, she was like, I kind of was looking like,
Yeah.
No, I got this. She said, no, ma'am.
Yeah.
And so they do have their own little, and those are the things that are going to teach them to be like
Strong.
stronger, that
Yes.
girl when it's their turn.
Yes.
So I appreciate you today, Nanja, for your open and honesty. I do not want it to sound like I'm like being nosy, but I want it to be based on all the women that lose their selves, who gain a lot of weight, who, you know, just don't look good anymore. Cash doll, like you give me those cash doll vibes.
Okay. I'll take that. I
Take care of her
we
babies.
just need to give ourselves grace. Like, it's okay. You know, people be having the little saying, like, you won't be the first or the last. You're right. You sure right. Mama show you what you supposed to do. Pick yourself
agree.
up, honey.
I agree.
Pick
You've been
yourself
looking
up.
very good. But I want everybody to know that Nija, you say that name, the biological name.
And I really didn't even want to say it, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to be Nanja.
That's a beautiful name.
Thank you.
I'm going to stick with Naja.
Yeah.
I appreciate you coming today and being transparent. I hope that we touched on some topics to help women understand I don't have to be embarrassed at what my person is doing, because that's what that was his choice.
Correct.
It's not going to drive me off a cliff. It's not going to kill my path and my destiny. I'm going to be bigger than I would have been. Because I think when you do get with a person, y'all are supposed to become one and build. But
Right.
if it's pulling more than it's pushing, hey,
Right.
I'm a win. You can lose all you want to. She's getting back into doing hair, guys. So I want you all to bring your dreads. She got to do some good styles too now. I looked at your work, Naja.
Yes.
You did some good work. She's still that girl, but I don't think she's that old girl before, because Naja used to cuss people out.
I still got it in me a little
I
bit.
heard
I'm telling
it.
you, I
It
do.
been
But
very
it's just
classy.
like, it's very set right. It's very settled. Like, I can't let
You look
the
good.
next whoever come along see
Yes,
that.
because he's watching.
Of course. Of course.
He's watching. And Miss Jackson will be back on the market. She did tell me in due time. What are you doing this year? What are your goals?
Going back to school, for one. But like I said, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to speak on it until it's done. Because, you know,
Okay.
people can mess up your blessings. So,
I agree.
Just
I agree.
be on the lookout.
I agree.
Be on the lookout.
I agree. So, guys, I hope that this was a fulfilling conversation. It was for me, because it's easy to be ashamed. It's easy to lie about it. I'm good. I'm strong. No, Naja said I had to go lay down.
So for
I had
real.
to pray.
Yes.
And I've had some setbacks. I said we took one step back, but 4 steps forward. She is here today. It has definitely got her in the limelight for her adversities, her transparencies, and I applaud you.
Thank you.
So I want you to come back. I'm coming to that graduation.
Okay. Yes, so be there.
I'm coming to that graduation.
You will get an invite.
And guys, she does great. I'm going to post my picture when you did my makeup.
I still got it in my phone.
I
That
laughed
was
one day.
years ago.
So the gifts are there.
Yes, they are. It's just me. I'm my own, like, I'm my biggest block. Like, I'm stopping myself from putting it out there. Hair, makeup, like, girl, I can even be styling people.
You do.
Yeah.
You bring looks.
Yeah.
Like, where do they come? Like, where are
I
these?
don't know. I'm telling you, I don't even know.
Are you
Just,
flipping through a magazine? I'm
like,
gonna do
my
this
friends,
today.
even years ago, all my friends used to be like, you know how to put something together. Like, I'm not a hater. Look, today,
Do this. You are.
Walmart.
And it does not say.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you where I got some from. I've just always been. I feel like I'm a girl's girl. I give props. I'm a support. All the things.
So anybody that feels that her adversity was a setback, it's a setup for a comeback.
Yes.
And just before we go, Naja, there's a lot of women that question themselves and wonder why and what did I do? Did I deserve this? what would you say to those women?
It's nothing you could have done. For one, a man is grown. That's a grown man. All the decisions he's making is on him. You couldn't have did nothing wrong. Or nothing different. Let me say, you could have done nothing different. They feel like, oh, you started nagging. Why did I start nagging? Ask yourself that. You feel like I changed. Changed what?
I had a girl today. I crossed paths with, and I said, "Did you evaluate yourself?" And she did. She said, "I evaluated myself," and I started saying, "Well, I know I'm there when you need me. I know that I set up things that I know you like." She really evaluated herself, and she's like, "There's nothing that I can say I've done to deserve being mistreated."
Right.
And so with that being said, like I suggest self-evaluating yourself, asking yourself what could you have done better. And if you know that you've checked all boxes, some people just don't understand what they have in front of them until it's gone.
Exactly. Exactly. I ain't gonna sit here and act like I was perfect, but I know what was done. I ain't deserve that. You hear me? Not at all.
Because open communication is everything.
Exactly.
And if I was rubbing you wrong, you could have come to me and said, "I don't like that. Let's do this." Because marriage is supposed to be forever.
Yeah.
But I will say there are terms for moving on. And if we're not aligning and we're not on the same page, it is what it is.
Sure is.
So again, thank you. I will have you back and we will do a recap. This is January. We're going to see how you're doing by the end of the year.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nanja Jackson. I have my business, Nanja So Exotic, number 863-535-8455. I specialize in retwisting dreads, any style you want. Just bring me a picture and I got you. Loctician and a move-off. Whatever it is, I'm your girl.